Hey, what's going on, my friends? It's Solomon. Thank you for watching another video of Solomon's TV. Today, I want to talk about a concept that I've discovered. When I was a commander at, hey, how you doing? JM South Florida. So I guess you're from South Florida. I was just there in South Florida. I was in Boca Raton, beautiful area. I was getting interviewed by a Fortune 100 company. So beautiful area. So today I want to talk about a concept that I've learned when I was a commander, and I was in charge. I was in the Marine Corps, and I was responsible for transforming recruits, right? People that we get into boot camp and transform them and help them become United States Marines. And I was part of that transformation where I was responsible for that. And I discovered a concept that literally transformed these individuals' lives, right? In every aspect. And I know what you're thinking. I want to lose weight, but I just can't get started. I want to start my business, but I don't know what to do, and I just can't get the momentum. I want to achieve a certain goal, but I don't have the energy to do so. I want to lose weight, but I just don't have the energy to get going. So what makes successful people successful? And what's the difference between unsuccessful people and successful people? Have you ever asked yourself that question? Well, when I was in boot camp, I discovered a concept that I created, and it's called BUDO. Hey, welcome, Arist Joe. How you doing, buddy? Right? So I discovered this concept, and I named it BUDO. And if you go to Google and you type in BUDO, it's the art of the warrior. It's the way of the warrior. Now, that could be a good thing, and that can be a bad thing, right? Depending on the type of beliefs that you have, depending on what type of warrior you want to become, right? And but I created this concept. It's called BUDO, and I'm going to share with you today. And I learned this concept when I implemented this concept into people's lives that I've coached, that I've trained, that I've mentored. Then their lives just drastically and dramatically changed, like instantly, once they understood this concept, BUDO. All right. So here's the holy grail to peak performance. This momentum that I'm going to teach you right now is what makes the poor poorer and what makes the rich gets richer. It's how people keep their momentum, or how people lose momentum, right? It's the ignition. It ignites you to take immediate action. And here's the concept. The first B in BUDO is beliefs. What are your beliefs, right? Because your beliefs determines how you're going to go to the next step. Your belief to determine your unlimited potential, which is the you in BUDO. So B, beliefs. You in unlimited potential. Your unlimited potential is your identity, right? Your unlimited potential, which is the identity, what helps you to do, which is the D in do, certain things in a certain way, right? So you start with your beliefs. From your beliefs, it creates this unlimited potential, which is you, right? This unlimited potential will cause you to do, which is D, to do certain things in a certain way. And then because of that, what you do will create certain outcomes, which is the O, right? So you got the B, which is beliefs. U, which is the unlimited potential. D, which is what you do in a certain way. O, which are your outcomes, your results that you produce. Now, this concept of BUDO will let you know whether or not you're in a vicious circle or a victor's cycle, right? This is how the rich gets richer and the poor gets poor. This is how successful people, this is the difference between successful people and unsuccessful people. Successful people use this concept. They understand that their beliefs are the driving force that causes them to create this unlimited potential, and the unlimited potential is what causes people to do things in a certain way. Once you do things in a certain way, it creates this outcome, and these outcomes keep on reinforcing your beliefs. And once again, it puts you in a vicious cycle or a victor's circle. Let me give you an example. In the 1940s, before the 1940s, actually before the 1950s, it was absolutely, literally, it was scientifically proven that the body was not able to break the 4-minute mile barrier. Meaning that the human body would not be able to run the 1 mile in 4 minutes. It was absolutely inhumanely possible. People try. There are so many people, they try so many ways. They even had like a bull chase after one person to see whether or not he could run fast enough and break the 4-minute mile barrier. That didn't work. Until May 1953, one man, by the name of Roger Bannister. Look him up. And what did he do? Well, the beliefs during that time was that the body was inhumanely impossible. It was inhumanely impossible for the human body to break the 4-minute mile barrier. But what did Roger Bannister did? He started changing his fundamental beliefs. And what did he do? He started practicing in his mind. Visualization, right? Here's the key, and here's another strategy that I teach. The mind doesn't know the difference between what is imagined and what is real. Reality during that time was that it was humanly impossible for the body to break the 4-minute mile barrier. But Roger Bannister, he understood the concept of the imagination and visualization. And he used that to really condition his mind to believe that he can break the 4-minute mile barrier. Once he was able to condition his mind, now, just to let you know, he didn't change the way he exercised. He continued to exercise the same way. The only thing that he added to his training regime was his mental exercise. Visualizing, imagining, conditioning himself to believe that he can break that 4-minute mile barrier. And because he conditioned himself, consistently is the key. He conditioned his mind, right? It gave him the unlimited potential, which basically, essentially, that unlimited potential created this identity about him to do certain things in a certain way, which made him change, the way he conducted his training, the way he thought about training. And because he did things in a certain way, he created certain outcomes. And those certain outcomes reinforced his beliefs. So when it was time, it was May 1953, when it was time for him he was on the starting line. He was on the starting line. And there was a time that he believed through his visualization, imagination, that he was going to break that 4-minute mile barrier. And when it was time for him to go, he already knew because he practiced in his mind over and over and over and over and over and over again, which changed his belief. So when it was time for him to execute, guess what? Roger Bannister was able to break the 4-minute mile barrier. Now here's what's even more impressive. 30 days later, someone else broke the 4-minute mile barrier. A year later, over 30 people broke the 4-minute mile barrier. All right? Do you speak Russian? No, I don't speak Russian. I only speak English. I'm sorry, I don't speak Russian, right? So after that, what's interesting enough, we have today high school students break the 4-minute mile barrier, right? So I just want to share this concept, that the concept of BUDO, right? Your beliefs, it begins with the fundamental beliefs. In the Bible says, if you have faith the size of a mustard seed, you can literally move mountains, right? Your beliefs are your faith. Your beliefs are your convictions. It's your convictions that will create this certain unlimited potential, which will help you to create an identity about yourself. That unlimited potential will force you, will compel you, will drive you to do things in a certain way. And once you do things in a certain way, you will get certain outcomes. Those outcomes will continue to reinforce your beliefs. And once again, I said this before, that's how you go from a vicious cycle to a victor's circle. When you understand the BUDO concept. Okay, my friends, I just want to share this quick video with you because, sharing is caring. I just want to make sure that you understand this concept. If you really want to break your momentum, if you want to lose that weight, remember the BUDO concept. If you want to achieve your goals, right? Remember the BUDO concept. If you want to start your own business, if you want to make that $1 million, if you want to become a powerful leader, speaker, teacher, mentor, entrepreneur, or a life coach, implement this BUDO concept in your life, right? And in my videos, I teach incredible strategies, powerful, life-changing strategies that will help you break your limiting beliefs. Now, I'm going to share this one last thing before I go. Leaders, as a leader, it's our responsibility to believe in people more than they believe in themselves. Because when you do so, my friends, I'm going to tell you right now, that's how you're able to shatter their beliefs and also shatter the beliefs that were attached to them by other people. Isn't that what the coaches do, right? Hello, how you doing? Who's that? Be more. Hello, how you doing? So I just want to show you, as a leader, that's our responsibility, to believe in people more than believe in themselves. And when you do so, hello de España. We have someone from Spain. Yo soy italiano. We got someone from Spain. So I just want to share that concept with you because it's very powerful and very inspirational, right? Leaders is our responsibility. Remember, the BUDO concept will help you shatter will help you. If you understand the BUDO concept, it'll help you go from a vicious cycle to a victor's circle. Okay? All right, my friends. Well, we had numerous people online from different parts of the country and different parts of the world. I'm